Hello everybody, welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to be doing a cooking video. Let's get started. Okay, so today I'm going to be making a grilled cheese sandwich. So firstly, I'm going to get 2 slices of bread, and I also recommend at this time getting a chopping board. So if you put your 2 pieces of bread on it like so, let me just move it out the way. And then if I open up the butter, you want to get out a butter knife, which I have here. I will say actually that you have to be careful with the butter knife, because even though it's quite blunt, it can still hurt you. So get a parent to do this, guys. Okay, so you can add as much butter as you want, or if you don't want any butter at all, you don't have to. So after you've buttered both sides of your bread, let me just butter this quickly. Hope everybody's having a good week so far, or has had a good week, depending on when you're watching this. So after you've buttered both sides of your bread, you then want to temporarily put the lid back on your butter. This is Lidl's butter, by the way. And then you want to get your cheese. I use burger cheese for this, because in my opinion, I feel it personally goes best on a toasty compared to cheddar, because you can't control how much cheese you get then. And then you put it in the position you want it to be in. So I want it in the middle. And then put your rubbish inside of the bin. And then you get out your ham. This is Tesco's Crumbs ham. It is very nice, actually. So it's a bit figgy to pick up, that's all I'll say. So you put this on top of the cheese, and then you put your other slice of bread as level as possible on top. So it looks like a regular cheese sandwich. And if I spin you guys around a bit, and just move the ketchup out of the way. And then another thing you can do is put it in the fridge after you've done with the ham to stop it going off. And then what you want to do is get some more butter. Use a spoon for this. And just simply spoon a bit out. Mash it up a bit. If possible, centre it in the middle. And I'm using a griddle pan for this, because that way you can see the lines in it. That's how you'll get the lines in more toasty later. So if you spread it a bit in the middle, yeah. I'll put this spoon back in the butter for later, because you might want some more. And then if I show you how to turn on my hot, you press, and then me personally, I want it on 9, so it cooks quickly. When you also want to put your extractor fan on. And then if I put you down, so what you can do is like spread the butter a bit more evenly, and then you start to get like sizzle. Once that's doing that, we're going to go wash it in the sink. Make sure to keep it on at all times, because it may catch fire, which we don't want here. Whilst I'm washing this off, it shouldn't take too long, so let's put some butter on there, because I don't want it all on there. So it's starting to go like a yellow liquid now. So if I show you what that looks like, it looks like this. So when it starts to look like that, you pick up your sandwich and you place it on there. If you listen closely, you can hear it sizzle. very slowly. Slowly. It's working. So as you can hear, be quiet. You can hear it start to sizzle. And that means it's starting to cook. You know it's sizzling and you can smell it. So what we're going to do at this point is just have it like so. Just put the butter around there. Keep on it at all times because, as I said before, it can burn very easily. And something I like to do though is just flip it over a bit just to see how it's looking. And then you can add a bit of butter. But what I recommend is doing it very slowly if you do. So get a bit of butter, not that much. In the corner a bit. And that way it don't melt as much. And then you can be careful because it will start to get a lot of steam, smoke. I always recommend to get a parent to do this for you, because it can be hot. Nothing you can do. See if it's toasted it enough for you. You can get some more butter on it. So this time we should just be keeping an eye on it. Still not up to my desired temperature, so you can keep it in the middle. And if your butter completely disappears, which mine has, you can, like before, very carefully add some more butter to the edge of your pan. And as that starts to melt very quickly, you can almost put it on the saucepan there. That's something I recommend you placing in the corner. Then you can kind of like swish it under it a bit. Give it a bit squish with the thing. And as you, if you can know it's starting to cook, you can smell it. That's when, if I turn off the hot quickly, this is dangerous. And then you just need to here. Flip it over, put it back on there. You can see that's cooked. Put the spatula down. You can see that is the one side done. And then another thing I do is put it back on the other thing. A bit of butter in. As I said before, it's full. Just wait for it now. And then we'll turn the hot back on. Put it back on to 9, which is the highest temperature. Time to burn stuff on it. Because it is very hot. Toast and butter. Give it a quick flip. That's cooked quick on that side. Just a fine. Doesn't matter. So now, what you can do is get to the plate. There you go. Now, your first thought might be to put water straight in the pan, however it will boil, because it is still very hot. So what I recommend you do is leave it there to cool down. You wet this stove, because that won't be too hot. And check it's cool enough. You just put it in the sink, or if you've got a dishwasher, you put it in there. And then what you can do is get a sharp knife, be careful though, get a pouch to do this as well. You cut across the middle of your sandwich, putting your knives I'm so sorry about that, guys. It seems an update has come on my computer. How dare it interrupt the video? So after that, you can put my butter back in the fridge. And then, if you want to use some sauce, make sure it's not watery. And then you just literally go tip it like that. And then you put that back in the fridge as well. You have then made